everybody, welcome back to my channel. I'm Bree from BriannaLens.com, and today what I wanted to share with you was my first experience using my Cricut Maker and what my first projects were. In today's video, I'm going to be sharing my setup process, what I chose to work on as my first projects, and I had a lot of fun. Overall, I've had a really good experience. I chose to use permanent vinyl projects. And so I had a multi-pack of different colors vinyl from Easy Craft that I bought on Amazon, and I used dollar projects. All of these I bought from Walmart. They're color changing cups and the dollar water bottles that you can find right now if you're watching this video in the summer of 2021. And I have to say, I loved it. I really liked the entire process. So I thought that it would be a great idea to have my kids be able to pick what they wanted on their cups, to be able to customize their own things. That's the whole point of a maker, is that you can customize your projects, right? Or your whole purpose of a Cricut even. And so my daughter had the first project, so this is the first thing I made, and this is a fairy house that you can find on Cricut Design Space. She liked this one because it had a heart door and she loves the color yellow. And then on the other side I wrote Jules. Her name is Jules, Helena Julianne, but we call her Jules. And so I chose like a more folktale type of script, and she absolutely loves it. And what I also did is I heat set this with a hairdryer for about 15 seconds, and then what I've seen online is to let it cure for 2 to 3 days. And so I'm going to let this sit for another day because I made this 2 days ago before they can use it. My daughter, let me go through the fairies. So then the other cup that I have is a color changing cup. Again, this was $1 at Walmart, and this is supposed to change colors when you especially put like an ice cold beverage in it. And she wanted another fairy, and so she got to choose a hot pink fairy design. That this was again in Cricut Design Space, which is free to me for the first 30 days, and then afterwards it will charge me $9.99 to continue using their Design Space program, which I think is worth it because there is a lot of images in there that I think are really cool. Let's see. My 8-year-old Fiona loves Pokemon, so she chose Pikachu, and I just found this image online, and then I made this my own SVG, and it's Pikachu waving. And I thought this was great. This is using a golden piece of permanent vinyl in the multi-pack that I purchased. I wanted to go with single layer for my first projects. I'll work up to multiple layers. I'm not afraid of it. I just thought I should, you know, perfect what I did with these. And so I'm really happy with these. She originally wanted Pokemon to be written on the other side, but I said, well, it's a clear bottle, so I think it'd be better if you just did one image. And so then what she chose is to have the Pokemon logo on her color changing cup. And it's that same gold. And I think it's really nice. I'm really happy with it. I used the Cricut transfer paper because I've heard so much discussion about it. I wanted to try it for myself, and I found it easy to use for these projects. So yeah, I'm really happy with these. If you are interested to see my process in the setup and how I made these, then go ahead and continue watching this video. I can't wait to upload more and share with you. I appreciate you guys watching, and I hope you enjoy today's video. All right, so I am ready to set up my Cricut Maker. If you hear somebody in the background, that's my daughter. She's playing with Play-Doh. So I have my Cricut Maker. I have it plugged in right there. I've got my Let's Get Started book right here. And then I've got my computer connected to the internet. So let's open this up and see what it wants us to do first. We open the box and it has the welcome. You've got this, you've got us, need help. So I can go and look at these resources before I freak out that I can't do this, because I can do this. Open me first. I'm going to open this, and then I already opened this to see what supplies it gave me, and it was these 2 pieces of cardstock. And then here is that welcome book, and then my blade and housing. So let's start here. 1, unleash this beauty. Plug in and power on your fabulous new Cricut machine. Okay, let's do that. We're plugged in, and let's power this on. Okay, so I opened the lid. This came down automatically. And power on. Step 1, complete. Excuse me. Step 2, get connected. Just go to Cricut.com/setup and we'll walk you through every step. And then step 3, make a little something. During setup, we'll make a practice project with materials in the box. Fun! And step 4, bookmark this page. That's Cricut.com/create. You'll find every resource you need to master your new machine. Enjoy. Okay, wonderful. So let's go ahead and move to step 2 and go to Cricut.com and set up. I'm going to go ahead and set this up on my computer, and then I'll meet you back here. Download. Preparing download. Install. I followed the directions that they gave on the internet, on the help website. If you are having a problem where it says it's invalid direction path, it literally wants you in setup to drag this icon into your applications. I followed all the step-by-step instructions that they gave on the internet. Literally, you were supposed to drag this icon into your applications folder. That's so bizarre. I've never had something like that happen in an install. Just putting that out there. Moving on to the next step. This finally popped up, so now I'm finally into the next setup for installation. Woohoo! Okay, it looks like it's going to have me set up everything with my machine, and so we're gonna get this process started. So I'm gonna move the phone behind me and just kind of have you watch from behind my shoulder, because I don't really want to go back and forth. So fingers crossed everything goes well. And I'm sorry about the glare. It's really dark outside today. It's gloomy, so I have to have a natural light. I hope you forgive me. Okay, clear 10 inches of space. Got it. Plug Cricut Joy into wall outlet and power on. Got it. Connect via Bluetooth and system settings. Okay, to connect the computer, I went into my system settings, I went to Bluetooth, and then I connected my Maker. So now my Maker is connected to the computer. Okay, you guys, if you are looking for the Cricut USB, it's inside your box underneath. There's a whole nother slew of things. Continue. Let's get you the latest and greatest features. Up to date. All right, I'm set up with Cricut. I'm all signed in. Now I get to do my test cut. So I'm gonna put you back and let's get started. Select an image. You wanna do flower, lips, bear. Do the flower. Next. Prepare for cut. Place small cardstock on left corner of the mat. Okay. Cardstock. So here's my small cardstock, and I'm going to place it on the top left corner, like that. Oh, that's cool. Okay, done. Confirm the blade is set in place in clamp B. Sure. Push mat up under the guides towards the road. Press the flashing load and unload button on the machine. Okay. Just a minute, Josie. Stay back right there. I've already scratched my mat, so that's good. So what's next? Start designing. Sure, this project. I have no idea what I'm doing.
That was when I was the art door.
Okay, so I'm gonna use one of these dollar water bottles from Walmart for my first project, and I'm gonna make something for Jules using permanent vinyl. Here's my first cut on vinyl. All right, I completed my first project. Julesy got her hands in here, so it's not perfect. She pushed something down before I was ready to, but like I said, it's what happens when you have kids. It's almost perfect. Only she hadn't stuck her hand in there at the last second. Oh well, what had happened was she like stuck the vinyl down before I was ready to like press that section down, and it created an air bubble that I'm just not able to fix, which is okay. But I'm really happy with it. I love the fairy house she chose. She chose a fairy house with a heart door. And then there was this big blank area, and I thought, well, why don't we put her name? And so I chose this, I don't know, 70s folk font. And Jules is her name with a Z, J-U-L-Z. And I love it. She loves it. So what I've read online is to just let it set for 3 days before you wash it or anything like that. So that's what we're going to do. So now she has her own water bottle. And I'm going to let Fiona pick out, my 8-year-old daughter. I'm going to let her pick out what she's going to do on her water bottle. And then I'll work on mine. But I thought it would be fun for Julesy to be able to pick out her own project as my first project, because she's sitting here patiently while I try to get this done. So I'm really happy with this. I think for $1 from Walmart, this was a great application and a great vessel to use vinyl. I liked weeding. I from what I've heard, people either love it or hate it. I cross stitch for fun, and that takes forever. So weeding was really like a fast process for me, and I liked it a lot. And I think this is just super fun. I can see how this is addicting. So I can't wait to make us water bottles. And then I've got a bunch of cups that I want to make, and then t-shirts, because I figure I'll practice on those flat surfaces before I try, you know, a more expensive surface like a t-shirt if I were to make a mistake. So again, I'm really happy with this. This is Julesy's water bottle, and I love it. I'm really happy. I'm really, really happy. Really, really happy.
Here comes Pikachu, I think.
much for watching, you guys. I really appreciate your time. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. And if you haven't already, hit that bell to let you know whenever I upload a video. I don't think many of you guys have hit that bell notification, and that's really important. I've started to hit that bell for a lot of my subscriptions because I'm like, dude, when did they upload this video? I had no idea. So I'm just as guilty of it. So do it right now if you want to see my next project, because I'm going to be moving on to t-shirts and more cups to be making for my booth here in town. And again, thank you so much. I hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your day, and I'll see you in my next project. Bye.